Let's recreate some of the drawings that we had done the other day. So this particular drawing is a fairly straightforward drawing. We'll make a central part and then we'll take a difference between a cylinder and a slot. Let's see how to do this. We'll go to the part workbench. This might look different in your FreeCAD version. It's fundamentally the same, it's just rearranged. Once here, we'll click on empty file, that is a new file. We'll create a sketch in the XY plane. We will first create a rectangle of dimension 38 by 60. We'll go here. So this will be 60 and this will be 38. Once we have this, we can create the arc which is of radius 30. Basically, we can draw the arc from the midpoint of this segment. So let's first convert this into a construction geometry. We'll create the midpoint on this line. We'll create an arc centered at the midpoint, starting at the left vertex, ending at the left vertex. So let's give them the appropriate dimensions. This is 30 and this is 38. Alright, so let's see what the issue is. So we have to make this and this coincident, and we will take this and we'll make them coincident. That's it. So let's exit the sketch. Let's extrude the sketch by 15 mm. Okay. We'll go to extrude. We'll convert it into a solid. Oops, it doesn't work. We'll double click on the sketch. I think this midpoint is creating the issue, but I think it should work fine in the version of in the newer version of FreeCAD. Alright, anyway. So this is an older RC release candidate, so it might not, the bugs were not ironed out. So we'll click on the face, click on sketch, attach it to the new face. We'll first get the external geometry and the lower edge. So basically we're trying to make this hole. So we'll create a cylinder centered at this point. We'll click on the circle, create a hole of diameter 30. We'll press D for dimension. We'll give it a diameter of 30. Alright, close. So we'll extrude this. We will extrude it symmetrically to make it more apparent, and we'll give it a large enough dimension so that we know it's gonna cut. We're gonna press OK. So this cylinder now cuts throughout the solid. So right now we can create the hole. We'll choose the first object, we'll choose the cylinder, we'll go to the boolean and we'll take a difference. That's it. Now we will create this slot. We'll click on the face, create a sketch, attach it to the plane face. Now we will project the external geometry of this base. We'll create a center rectangle through the midpoint. So wherever we see the midpoint icon, that is the greater than less than sign, we can start creating the rectangle. Now let's see what the dimension of the rectangle is. Because the rectangle has been drawn symmetrically to the base edge, we have to give it a dimension which is twice of this dimension. So we have to give it a dimension of 20. So we'll press D on the keyboard and we'll say this is 20. Similarly, this slot is of length 30. That's it. We'll right click, close the sketch. We'll extrude this. Just to make it more obvious, we'll do an reverse symmetric extrusion of 50 length. Okay. We'll take this object, we'll take this new object, we'll do a boolean cut. That's it. So this is how we can get the model for the first exercise. Thanks for watching.